Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the afternoon of Saturday, January 14th, 2023. And wow, this year has started out like a bang, hasn't it? So let's call 2023 Terra Nova. And here's my commentary on Terra Nova. Terra Nova this year is, for the first time in your history, you got a sitting president of the Democratic Party, and a former Republican president with the same issues that they're involved in, that is, documents in their personal possession that are classified national documents. And this tells me that somewhere along the line, you Americans, and especially Joseph Biden and Donald J. Trump, forgot what it means to be American. America is an artificially created thing that you guys called a nation. It's not even a nation, because you wouldn't have Democrats, you wouldn't have Republicans, you wouldn't have extremists on the left, extremists on the right, conservatives, liberals in a nation. Everybody's got different views, yes, and differences. Everybody looks different. They probably smell different too. You don't tell that to anybody else, do you? But here is what you Americans don't understand or never comprehended. You created the United States of America in 1776. And you created what you called the Articles of Incorporation. That didn't work, did it? So then you went back to the drawing board and created the U.S. Constitution and separated it into three parts: the legislative, the judicial, and the executive. And you forgot what those mean. The judicial means that they take care of your laws. But then you have so much watered down things that the judiciary is so messed up today, it's not even funny. You appoint judges politically instead of appointing them for their character and how they view the laws that you created on the Constitution. You created representatives and senators on the legislative and president, and didn't tell them that they stand for a caretaker. Whether your name is Joe Blow, Cindy Lou Who, or whatever it is, when you win an election, and I don't mean a political election, I mean an election by the people of your district or state or national, in the case of a president, you become the caretaker for whatever time that office that you ran for is. 2 years, 4 years, 6 years. And then you make your Supreme Court justices for life. Well, some of them, they just had enough and they retire. So see, there's a problem there too. You got so many problems with Americans, it's not even funny. President Biden and former President Donald J. Trump forgot the most essential part of what their job was: a caretaker to the United States. You represent the United States, but you are not the United States. You are a caretaker for 4 years until they decide they don't like you or they want you again for another 4 years. It's not your office to take, as Donald J. Trump thinks. And it's not your office to win, as President Biden under the Democrats think either. It's an office that you have and everything associated with that office when you get in there. You're not Donald J. Trump. You're not Joseph Biden. You are the President of the United States. Therefore, every document that you accumulate in that stays as the caretaker to the National Archives and the national interest. You don't take any of your documents that you had before you were president. You don't take any documents that you had during president to your home. You want to write a letter to your loved ones or your girlfriend or whatever you do? Well, as a president, you can't. Because that is part of the United States government. You are sole caretaker representing the United States for that time period that you sign up for. This is what it is. It's like you're doing a party with the devil. Okay? The devil says he wants your soul. Except that in this case, you got your soul for a little bit. In the case of people like McCarthy and Pelosi and other people like that, they sell their soul every 2 years or every 4 years to the devil, yeah. But you represent the United States of America and you're selling your soul to them. It's what happens to you Americans when your son or daughter goes to serve your country in the military. Their soul belongs to the United States government. And then they return your body not in the same shape that you got them most of the time, but it has defects by the time you get them back. It's the same thing. Same with your representative from New York, Mr. Santos. He tried everything to lie to get his way into office. Why? What is being a congressman? Why do you have to sell your soul to the devil for that? If you want to be a congressman, all you have to do is tell the people, this is who I am, this is what I am, this is what I've done. If they don't like it, well, too bad. And you people who vote, if somebody comes and tells you sweet stuff, and then you find out he's more of Rutherford cheese or Limburger cheese, which stinks to high heaven, well, that's your fault for voting for him. Because you understand in this system of what you call democracy, it's chaos. It's really what you got, chaos. So now you got to determine, do you really want to rectify your government, or do you want to keep on going the way you are and have more of these dumb things like Mr. Santos and the two presidents that you've had recently with issues of taking stuff that they shouldn't have because it doesn't belong to them? The time that they spent in Washington, D.C. as president, as senator, as congressman, as a Supreme Court justice, or as a justice in any part, that goes for the state too, or city, you represent that item, and only that item. Until you get to that, your government is going to be extinct in your race. And that's why your human race is extinct, because you never bothered to figure out what the hell is it to be human. Heck, you don't even figure out what the hell it is to be Republican, Democrat, or let alone American. You're still trying to figure out what it is to be an extremist leftist, an extremist rightist, a centrist, a liberal, a conservative. You got so many problems, you don't even know how to start. This is your favorite alien. Good day.